$300 million. That's how much schools in the UW system could lose over the next 2 years. This loss is part of Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker's latest budget proposal. The governor is also calling for a 2-year tuition freeze. News 8's Keely Arthur joins us now with more.
Lisa, Walker's announcement comes just 1 week before his 2015-2017 budget plan is released. Wisconsin is facing a $2 billion budget shortfall, and cuts to higher education funding could offset some of the deficit. In exchange for less state support, Walker has promised leaders in the UW system more independence over how schools are run. Starting this fall, the University of Wisconsin La Crosse's budget could take a multi-million-dollar hit.
For us here at UWL, the two big sources are tuition and state support. And when one of those is frozen and the other is being cut dramatically, that's a big challenge.
Under Governor Walker's plan, UWL would see a $12 million reduction in its operating budget over the next 2 years.
We have a very efficient operation. There's not a lot of things that we can do without.
Chancellor Joe Gao says he wants to make sure the UWL student experience remains untouched by cuts and instead is focusing on reducing staff and faculty.
The last resort would be laying people off. What we'll look at are vacant positions, and are there things that are open that we can let them unfilled and save money that way. These are not things that we want to do, but we really don't have a choice.
However, Governor Walker says in return for reducing state money, the UW system schools will be allowed to split from the state, giving them much more choice.
We give them absolute authority and responsibility over their budget, which makes them more flexible and more accountable at the same time.
Representative Jill Billings says UW schools will likely struggle with the tuition freeze, but says the plan is positive in the long term.
This gives the university system an ability to look at some things like some building projects, some employee issues, and be able to do it without the hand of the legislature or the governor.
While Gao admits less state involvement is beneficial, he says he would rather have more state funding.
The way it is with K-12, and then modest tuition increases to cover inflation.
UWL has several multi-million-dollar building projects set to break ground in the next few years. Those developments will not be affected by state funding cuts since most of the money for those projects is raised on campus.
Thank you, Keely. UW La Crosse officials say if Governor Walker's plan goes into effect, an increase in tuition will be likely once the tuition freeze ends in 2017.